Hi, this is Winn Claybaugh. Welcome to my Best of Masters audio blog. For over 20 years, I have interviewed hundreds of the most successful leaders in and out of the beauty industry for Masters Audio Club. Next up is one of my favorite clips. Listen, learn, and enjoy. So what's the mission statement for I Am That Girl?
Our mission is to instill authentic confidence in girls and women everywhere.
What does that mean?
To me, it means that girls know who they are and what they stand for. I mean, in layman's terms, I realized that the more I started going to girls' organizations and the more that I saw there's this epidemic of a facade of perfection and nothing really to back it up behind it. And I mean, more than anything else, it wasn't just that I was seeing this in other girls. I was seeing this in myself. And I think that it's a conversation that we weren't having. The world, there's so much that the world tells you is important. And actually, through my experience in Survivor, really when I was stripped of everything that the world says important, no one cared what my hair looked like and, my lack of makeup and, the shoes and the clothes and the Abercrombie boyfriend and all these things that I took so much pride in. All of a sudden, I didn't have anything. I had one outfit. And it was me versus Mother Nature. And it was very humbling. And more importantly, I think through that experience, it was the first time I ever met myself. I mean, because I didn't even know who I was. When you took all those things away from me, I didn't know what I stood for and what I was going to do in this lifetime. And so I started talking to other women and just realized that we were all struggling with this and that it was kind of like an epidemic we weren't really talking about. That, as I said before, we're being lied to, that we're being told all these things are really important in life, and the reality is they're not. And so the more I started having these conversations, the more passionate I got about sharing a message of, okay, let's redefine what our very narrow definition of beauty is right now. And that was part of my passion to inspire these girls of this authentic confidence.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you about that definition of beauty that you kind of came up with, but it seems like a lot of people who get involved with an organization or especially are the founders of some type of an organization or campaign or movement have a story to tell. Is that...
Yeah. Absolutely.
They're involved in raising money for cancer awareness because they had a bout with cancer or whatever.
I think for me, growing up, I modeled from a really young age. So I definitely fell into that trap of thinking that who I was being beautiful and that that's what I did really well. And that so much became a part of my identity that I didn't really have to develop the other parts of my personality. And I'll never forget when I was 17, going into my agent's office, and I'd just been accepted to college out in California. And I'm very blessed to have come from an awesome family who really, really, education was everything. And so I came walking in with my mother, and I sat down, and he's promising the moon and the stars and the universe, and we're going to make you the next big fill in the blank. We're moving you to New York, and these are all the things that I put together. And I remember sitting there for a moment, I kept glancing at my mom because I was like waiting for her to be like, that's just not going to happen. She's going to school. But she never spoke up. And I'm so grateful in retrospect because I finally had to do it for myself. And I think that was a decision my mom wanted me to make for myself. And I finally looked at him and I said, listen, I'm so grateful. And already these past few years, have been amazing with you. But I'm not going to go to New York. I'm going to go to California and I'm going to go to college. And there was this long silence. And I'm thinking that I should be getting accolades for being 17 and being tempted so greatly and walking away. And instead he looks at me and he said, you are a waste of effing prettiness. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? And he was like, yeah, you're a waste of prettiness. You know how many girls would jump at this opportunity? Proceeds to admonish me. And I just remember my mom, the God-fearing woman that she is, looking at me and being like, sweetheart, can you step outside for a second? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Sure. And so I get up and I walk out. She's like, if I ever effing F-bomb after F-bomb of and then walked out with this beaming smile. I think to this day, I've never seen my mother so proud. Wow. We walked out and she was like, we're getting burgers and milkshakes and French fries, because that was the other thing was that it was such a facade. And I joke with all the girls that I give talks to that I was hungry for 7 years.
Wow.
I don't remember a day in which I wasn't actually hungry. And so for me, I think that that's what it boiled down to is, for the pretty girls, then that's all you are. You don't have anything else to offer. And then for the not pretty girls, you don't even get to be in the race, And so for me, I was just like, what is this definition? It's so myopic and it misses the whole point of what I think truly makes a woman beautiful.